12th February 2025. Welcome everybody. This is like one of my first vlogs I'm ever going to be doing. But let's get straight into the big deal. So, what I've been doing in the last 1 to 2 years. Um, if you've known me in the past, I took a lot of drastic decisions in these last 2 years, and a lot of people think I'm mentally ill for doing that. Something's wrong in my head. And honestly, I don't blame them. Like, my life changed completely, like, from the habits I'm doing, from how I look, from um, what I want to do with my life, from like everything about me changed, even the way I think. So, since change is something that society is not used to seeing nowadays, like everybody wants to, um, just, you know, passively sit through life. People never want drastic changes. People don't want. People want to live in comfort, and since that's something very unusual in society, I don't blame people like look at me in a very weird way. But essentially, the changes that I've made to myself are very positive. Um, Ever since I was a kid, I struggled with a lot of addictions, a lot of bad habits that have been haunting me to the very last moments I decided to quit them, which were very recently, to be honest, like a couple of months ago, like 1 year ago. Even today, I'm still fighting a few addictions and bad habits. I can probably count on my hand the amount of bad habits that I have. Probably have zero, um, but whatever. But the important thing here is to understand that I've been going through a process of ultimate change. I'm becoming a new person, and a lot of people think I'm fucking nuts for it because once again, I was who I was does not match um, with the persona, not the persona, with um, who I represent myself to be today. So let me give you a little bit of background before I go into the big stuff. When I was going through high school, I had a pretty solid idea of what I wanted to do in the future. I wanted to go to university. I wanted to study informatics engineering because I really loved programming and stuff. I had very good grades. Like I was a very smart kid in high school. I had very good grades. Never really struggled with any subjects any behind besides some that I didn't really like. So my average would be like A plus. Um, and Everybody was sort of expecting me to follow the general path that kids like this take throughout school. Just go to university, get a very safe job, get a, you know, work for the rest of your life, and just buy a house, buy a car, marry, get kids, pay debt, die. That really doesn't convince me. I don't think life should be lived this way. I think that every single one of us should live in the pursuit of something greater than ourselves. I don't think we shouldn't follow the path that was laid out for us. I really think we should carve our own path to success. And a lot of my decisions came from this very one principle, very single one principle, which is to, you know, make my own destiny. I've never really fit in with people. I've always been weird around people. I've never fit in to society. I've always been very introspective about myself. I've always, like, ever since I remember, ever since I was a kid, um, I didn't really have friends and like real friends, um, where I could be comfortable around, where I could be myself. So most of the interactions I had with other people throughout school and high school were just me thinking to be someone who I was not in order to be able to fit into these friend groups, into these social groups, into social standards, because otherwise I would just be completely alone by myself. Um, so I've always observed what other people do. I've always like had a lot of these intrinsic questions about myself, and whenever people tried to, you know, tried to convince me to just be like everyone else, mm, it something didn't make sense to me. I've always felt like there has to be something different I can do. Like I can be different than everybody else. It's very hard to explain this in a way that's understandable and at the same time doesn't mm, make me try to make you feel pity for me. Um, but yeah, that's that's mostly the struggles I have around other people. So this has led me to enter very negative stages in my life. I've always tried to, I've always tried to fit in, and this and that, and so this led into a lot of um, how do you call conflicts within myself. I started like engaging in very bad habits and addictions just to try to fit in with other people. But one time, not one time, like, yeah, one time I'll just start the story like this. I wasn't really addicted to pornography. Like I was exposed to it at a very early age, like as a kid, probably like 8 years old, 7 years old, very early age, and I watched it a couple times. Eventually lost interest, but because my friends in school were naming a lot of pornography stars, and I didn't know any, I felt ashamed, and so got back to that addiction. But little did I know that was about to become like one of the worst addictions I've ever had. I watched it very compulsively, man, every like 3 to 4 to 5 times a day. It was fucking disgusting. In the morning, lunch, school break, whenever I would wake up midnight, I would, even before my training sessions, I used to go to athleticism, and at night, like whenever I had the opportunity to just um, beat the little monster, I would do it. Um, so this led to a lot of like a spiral of consequences and like a almost like a positive positive feedback loop where the more I engage with bad habits like this, the more bad habits I would like get into, right? So at one point, it all, I think the turning point was when I started to do calisthenics with me and my brother. At one point, everything changed, and then like my eyes just opened. Like I realized that everything I was doing did not match with like who I thought I was meant to be. And so from there, I started changing a lot of things in my life, and that has led me to lose a lot of friends, a lot of connections with people. That has led me to be, you know, very fucking out of this world guy in a bad sense. Like everybody thought I was something wasn't working here. My dad honestly thinks I'm fucking mentally ill. He wants me to take to the hospital to take a test. Um, this is to show you that people, once you begin changing for the positive, once you start rewiring your beliefs completely and start taking the right actions and getting the right results, people are gonna start, you know, keeping their eyes on you. They're gonna start, like, in a weird way, observing you. You'll start appearing more often at table conversations. People will come up to you, like, saying stuff about you that you never knew. Like, they they knew it, like they got it through other people, so that means that your name has been spoken about a few times. um a lot of weird shit starts happening once you know completely change who you are, and it's kind of what's happening to me. mm, I wanted this to be more like a log showing where I currently am, but I'm gonna like express what's going on in my mind. um, so yeah, right now the only thing I've been doing is just fucking study all day. This is pretty much all I fucking do. I've been lonely for like 1 to 2 years more. I've never fucking touched, like held hands with a girl. I've never felt love. Like I felt attraction for another girl, but I never got to the point where like I started dating someone, where I started, having a girlfriend. Never felt that. Never. I have $0 in my fucking bank account. Can't really do much. So I'm trying to find a way to make money to in order to support my lifestyle, my dream lifestyle. I have a lot of dreams and ambitions. I want to be calisthenics world champion. For that, I need coaches, I need nutrition, I need supplements, I need a place where I can just be by myself, focus. I need peace. I need education. I want to go to university actually. I want to get a degree on like kinesiology and massage therapy, because since I really love, like, this is what I'm studying already, since I really love helping people and all that stuff. I want to do that for a living, but I don't want to work for the sake of, I need to work because I need to make money. I want to work, like, of course you need some money, but I don't want to get to the point where I'm just doing something just solely because of the money. I want to obtain my money. I want to obtain my freedom, obtain my time freedom through the things I love doing, which is helping people, like calisthenics and all that stuff. So my game plan for now is to, bro, this chair is fucking squeaky as hell. My game plan for now is to study copywriting. I don't know if you can see, but you see I'm studying a lot copywriting, because I found this to be a very valuable skill and that can make you a lot of money. So why not do it? I have the discipline, I have the ambition, I have all the tools I need, I have access to internet. So fuck it, I'm gonna rip it. I'm gonna try to achieve financial freedom first through this, so I can afford everything that I've mentioned so far: my lifestyle, my dreams, my ambitions of trying to study in university. I want to move the fuck away from my home. I've I've always lived in a very toxic environment. I'm very glad, very grateful, very lucky to have this environment here today. I'm visiting my family in Canada, and like the amount of work I can do here without being like completely stressed with my dad and my mom just changes everything completely. I can rest, I can study much more, I can have follow my own routine without being constantly like yelled at. And I'm trying to use as much momentum as I can here to study as much as I can, so I can fucking start making money and move the fuck away from my house. So I'm going back in like 1 to 2 months. Yeah, one month, and I'm back to Portugal. So if by then I didn't start making money, I'm gonna go homeless, because I don't give a fuck. I'm not moving the fuck back to my parents' house. Like, my mind just enters a very negative state of mind. Like, throughout my entire life, I didn't, I've never really felt like I had a normal family. So the relationship between my dad, me, And my mom, it's different. She's actually like mentally ill. Whatever, shit happens. The environment everywhere is not good. Um, so I want a peace. I want to find the love of my life. I want to pursue my dreams. I want to have freedom, financial freedom. I want to be jacked as fuck, strong as fuck. Be the best in calisthenics. Be spiritually connected. Have a lot of faith. I want to live a very peculiar lifestyle. Something that's not normal along the lines of like society today. And yeah. This was the first log. $0, 0 bitches, 0 gains, calisthenics, nothing. I do have some gains in calisthenics, but nothing compared to what I want to achieve this year. Oh yeah, let me talk to you about my goals. So, financial, I have 4 pillars I want to achieve goals. So, I will walk you through them. The first pillar is finance. So, I call them the 4 F's. In finance, it's pretty self-evident. I want to be making $10,000 a month by the end of this year. So if by the end of this year I don't achieve $10,000 made in a single month, I'm screwed. I'm gonna do this through copywriting, through making 2 to 3 YouTube channels, probably the one you're seeing right now. So one of them is going to be about calisthenics. I've already made one, but it's kind of fucked up. I need to be more serious about it. One of them will be about finance, and the other will just be raw stories. So the finance and this one will be mainly through ad revenue. Not really planning on selling a course or anything unless I get very good at this and people request a lot. And through calisthenics, my main revenue stream will probably be through coaching and info products. So courses and ebooks that I will be selling based on the information I learned here and apply to calisthenics. And through copywriting, I'm just gonna have that like as a safe pay. I want to have like 4 to 5 high paying clients, so I can like maybe not 5 to 6, maybe each one paying $2,000 a month, or through revenue share. So the other goal I have is fitness. In the fitness realm, I have a lot of goals. So it's mostly primed towards calisthenics, but I want to be 180 pounds lean. I'm currently 168.8 pounds lean. I'm very muscular, but I want to be more. I want to be stronger. I want to be like more jacked. I want to have 10 seconds full planche, 20 seconds full front lever. I want to have 5 seconds straddle mana. I want to have 30 seconds one arm handstand. I have none of these at the moment, not even one single second. I want to have consistent and very clean double 360 ganger, alley-oop, giant, double 360. I think I've said that already. 540. So I want to unlock all that in the span of 1 year max. I have another pillar, faith, which is the third one. So in those goals, I have homeless. I want to be homeless. I want to be connected to nature, feel the rough shit, feel the rough side of life. I'm gonna live in a tent, pursuing my dreams, feeling like I want to have a story to tell. I want to face my fears as well. Of, I don't want to embrace comfort. I'm just going back to my parents' house and, being comfortable there, having a roof over my head, having food, always whenever I need. I feel like being homeless for at least once will bring you a lot of valuable lessons, valuable teachings that you don't learn in, you know, in the current set of society's flow, if you call it. Let's put it that way. I'll be meditating 2,400 minutes. It's not much, it's like 8 minutes a day, honestly. It's very easy to achieve. But I'll be having like 250 days of contact with nature. So I'll be reading 300 hours worth of the Bible because I want to increase my faith in God. I want to act according to the Bible because I start to believe that it is the fundamental truth. And I see a pattern that all successful people I see, bro, they all believe in God. They all read the Bible. They act according to it. So something very strange. I came to a very strange conclusion that maybe we should trust God. This is kind of deviating, but from the main theme, but I'll be more clear next time I'm talking about God. For now, I just know that God's been sending me way too many signs. Like a lot of people, like up until now, I've started having more and more interactions with people and more intense interactions with people that are telling me to believe in God, to read the Bible, to act according to it. And God's been sending a lot of signs, man. Like a lot of coincidence, like decisions that I took, happened to coincide with me talking to someone spiritually enlightened. So since peace is one of my goals, I'm working on my faith. And the last pillar is female. I told you that I never like handheld with a girl. I've never really been in a romantic relationship. I feel like I've always been awkward. Never really never felt comfortable talking with women. Probably because one of the reasons, like my complete destruction of confidence and my innocence through pornography. But I've quit the pornography for a while, so we're Gucci. I just need to work on my beliefs, work on my set of beliefs, and just increase my confidence overall. Just start working on my charisma, start working on my speaking skills, start like socializing more with people and surrounding myself in groups with high value people. And there, I believe I will find a woman I can share my time, my power, my love, my peace with. So that's about it. These are my goals. First video, pretty shitty. I don't really know how to speak. Never really was never really able to express myself, but I'll start making these videos as a way for me to train myself and for you to, you know, if you've been in the same situation as me, so you can relate and we can progress, we can grow together. So that's about it. 12th February 2025. See you next vlog and can't wait to see how I'll be in 1 year.